Hey peeps, it's Julian here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. We're on question 4 of the 2017 Maths Lit Paper 2. This question deals with some map reading, but mainly measuring distances and calculating to different units. So they say that during February 2017, Tropical Storm Dino caused damage to property in Mozambique, but also brought in much needed rain. Below is a chart issued by the Meteo France, so this is the French Weather Office, showing the predicted path of the storm as well as its likely affected land areas. So they've given us this map and they've given us a key as well, and they've given this path of the storm that it's likely to affect. So question 4.1.1 is, Dino was classified as a Category 1 tropical storm with a maximum average wind speed of 95 miles per hour. And it's given us a note as well that 50 miles equals 80.46 kilometers. So now using this for conversion, they're asking us to convert the maximum average wind speed to kilometers per hour. So the first thing we need to do, so for 4.4.1, is to find out how far is 1 mile compared to kilometers. So if we've got this conversion that 50 miles equals 80.4672 kilometers, we need to find out what 1 mile equals. So we divide by 50, divide both sides by 50, so it keeps the equation still equivalent, because we can do that in algebra. So these obviously cancel to leave you that 1 mile equals 1,6093 kilometers. If you put this in your calculator, that's what you get 1 mile to equal. So then, therefore, 95 miles per hour will equal, in kilometers, we just have to multiply what 1 mile equals. So 1 mile, so 1.6093 times by the 95 to get to kilometers per hour, and this in your calculators equals 152.89 kilometers per hour. So remember, if we've worked out what 1 mile is over here, equals 1.6 kilometers. So to convert miles to kilometers, we need to just multiply the miles by this 1.6 to get it into kilometers. And because it's all per hour, we don't have to worry about converting time. So that's the first answer. Okay, and then on to the next one. It says the distance between two vertical grid lines on the map is approximately 205,043 kilometers. So they're saying the distance between any two blocks, so between this point and that point, is this 205,000 kilometers. So now they're saying calculating using the measured distance. So you're going to have to bring out your ruler here and actually measure the distance, the predicted average speed in kilometers per hour for the storm from point P to point Q. So point P is over here and point Q is over here. So for this one, as I said, we're going to have to measure So I can't physically show you me measuring this out, but you can see that from point here, I've got my page here. I measure using my ruler and being as accurate as possible that equals 17 millimeters. So we'll first, so to start off, we have 4.1.2. So the grid lines, as I said, measures to 17 millimeters. Try and be as accurate as possible. Now we need to measure, so if you have your piece of string, or you can approximate, but you need to measure the line. You can sort of put your ruler from point P to Q. So it's this line over here. So you can see approximately there's 2 blocks, and as we said, it's 17. So this will be 17 millimeters plus another 17, which is 34, plus about another 4 or so millimeters. But you could just also use your ruler and just measure this line as accurate as possible. And I get that from point P to Q equals 39 millimeters. And they will be lenient, but as long as you're within 1 or 2 millimeters of these two distances, you can use this then for scale. Then have to work out our scale. So our scale is, as I said, we've measured that one grid line is 17 millimeters, and they've told us this equals, so over here it's actually not 205,000, it's actually just 205, because this is a decimal point. So yeah, just read it properly. So it's, as I said, 205,043 kilometers. So we want to find out what 1 millimeter is, so we can divide both sides by 17. That still keeps the equality of the equation. So then, therefore, we know that 1 millimeter equals 12,061 kilometers. And of course, we've measured that from point P to Q is 39 millimeters. So the actual distance then, if we use our scale, is that point P to Q will equal, so we multiply the one side by 39, so it's 39 times your 1 millimeter. So that means that 39 millimeters will also equal this 12,061, also multiplied by the 39 millimeters. This will give us our kilometers. So therefore, from point P to Q is going to equal approximately 470,39, when I put this in my calculator, kilometers. So I'm just going to erase the top part to continue with this question, so that we have some space to find out what the average speed is, as they want us to calculate, just like that. So I've got some more space over here. So we're now going to need to use this 470 kilometers to calculate the average speed. So remember, they've given us the formula for average speed. So if I continue here, so remember we're still on 4.1.2. So 4.1.2 continued is we know that distance, using the formula they've given us, equals speed multiplied by time. So then therefore rearranging this formula, we know that speed equals distance divided by time. Because remember, we can divide both sides by time to get rid of the time on the right hand side to get this formula over here. So then therefore we need to sub in. We do have to know that if we read this graph, our time, so at point P, they've given us that this is on the 16th of February, okay, at the 10th hour. So it's 16/10. So if we look at the note, it's telling us that 15/10 indicates the predicted position at 10 o'clock on the 15th of February. So this at point P is the predicted time at the 16th at 10 o'clock, and point Q is a whole day later. So it's the 17th, still at 10 o'clock. So this tells us that it took the time it takes to go from point P to Q is 24 hours. So our time is 24 hours. So we can substitute that in. So speed equals, we know our distance is 470,39, and we divide by 24 hours. So this is in kilometers. And we get that our average speed is approximately 19,56 kilometers per hour. And that is our final answer for question 4.1.2. Before I go, I just want to give a shout out to our epic sponsors for making this video possible. Please remember to check them in the description below. Be sure to visit our website for more of these epic tutorial videos, and remember, if you can't find the answer to your question, you can always send us your question and we will respond with a personalized video just for you. And until next time, stay epic.